All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Granted. We are back with another episode of Granted.
Hey guys, welcome back to Granted.
As you may be able to tell, this is a new setting. This is a new person. Okay, we've just entered a new time of our lives. So welcome back to another episode of Granted. We have officially been in Tennessee for almost a month now.
Basically,
4 weeks. This is the take 2. Yeah, we're going.
Okay,
Are you
wow.
ready?
Yeah, I guess I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, we're starting now. Welcome back to another episode of Granted. How long has it been? 3 months? 4 months?
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a long time. These boys, they asked for water. I almost gave them Prime. I want to become a Prime ambassador. I was looking at this. It was like, but here's the thing. I have to have a TikTok. All of it is bad. All of it doesn't work together. I want to become a Prime ambassador because that'd be sick, right? I get free gear and all that stuff. And then I could plug them in the episodes. But you have to have fill out an application. They ask for your TikTok. And I don't have a TikTok, right? I tried to make a TikTok, and we know how that went. I got banned. So no Prime sponsor right now. But
How did you get banned?
I created my account and then I got banned.
What did you do?
I literally didn't do anything, bro. I made my bio. It was like, oh, Granted Clips, new episodes every Sunday. We know that's a lie, but put everything in there. And then I went back. I think I was gonna try and post a clip, and then it was like, sorry, you're banned, bro.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna happen. But Zach, they've never met you before, so for like the thousands of listeners and shit, you probably want to like introduce yourself.
Alright, I'm Zach.
That's good.
I grew up not too far away from Grant. Yeah.
Zach, you went to what elementary school?
Went to Bill Roberts.
Okay, so that's why we weren't friends before.
Yeah, didn't know.
And in middle school, we weren't friends either.
Yeah, although you went to McAuliffe as well, right?
Yeah, but I was what Blair would call a doobit at McAuliffe. I was not, bro. I barely existed at McAuliffe. Ryan knows.
Sure. I'm doing
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. We did hoop towards the end of the run there in middle school. Yeah, that's actually
Eighth grade team.
Eighth grade.
There's an eighth grade team.
There's an eighth grade.
Oh yeah, there was an
The
eighth
right
grade
center team.
There was an eighth
Oh,
grade
right
right
center.
or yeah, it was a
We
right.
were chip bound.
That's how
Yeah,
we
bro.
about McCall.
No, I wouldn't know anything about McAuliffe basketball, would I?
Post tryout.
Tell them what happened.
I don't remember exactly, but Grant was just in his feels for a solid while after those eighth grade tryouts.
Yeah.
Thought some people who made it were not better than him.
Yeah.
Which was probably true. But look where he is now.
That's right. Where am I now?
In his basement.
Well, I
On
thought
the
you were
couch.
I thought you were talking about basketball wise, maybe.
In his mother's basement.
Yeah.
Nah. 4 great years of high school basketball, and that's it. But like, that's better than a lot of people.
I'll still bust Ryan's ass, so that's okay. And so, and you just beat him 1-on-1 outside, so
Oh my gosh, you're turning on me.
so
It's not that good.
Ryan's low key the worst of us.
Oh my god, Richard Fins. I'm the best hooper in this basement. In this house. In this 3-mile radius. 5-mile radius. It's cool though. They don't
Beating
know.
you every time.
5-mile radius is crazy
5-mile
too.
radius.
There's gotta be a
We'll
no,
post one video
there's-
clips on Granted Clips.
I like that idea. Oh, let me pitch an idea to you guys. I bet you'll think it's really stupid, but I like it. All right, so we might call. I remember it was like 3 nights ago. Sometimes my best thoughts come right before I fall asleep. Do you understand that?
mhm.
Yep. So I'm like, and actually it happened. The thought happened to include Jake. Big surprise, but basically, new segment would be called Hoop Talk. All right. So we not plug in. We have the detachable mics, right? And we're just getting shots up. Jake and I are getting shots up, and I'm just asking him questions, and then we're just hooping, but we're talking. You know what I'm saying? Hoop talk. Hoop talk. Thoughts?
I mess with it.
I'll mess with it.
You would do that?
Clips of me. Ryan.
Right, because then you could have like
Oh my god. First episode, it's Me frying Zach one-on-one and
Yes.
talking. Yeah.
Yes, but you can be like talking. You could be like, Zach, what's your favorite color? Boom, move, lay on him, pause, and then, oh, hey Daisy. I'm not explaining this well because it hasn't come to light yet. But like it can happen.
No, I get it.
You see the vision?
Yeah. You
It's
mic
like
us
it's
up.
combining the two best things in life. You know what I mean?
Hoops
For
and
me,
talk.
hooping and podcasting.
Okay.
For me,
Okay.
those are the top two. You guys probably like hanging out with friends and shit. That's probably like top five. But like for the most part, ball is life, and that's what we'll go with.
See the vision.
Yeah. But honestly, this episode that we're doing right now, very improvised, very last minute. But since we're all in college, we should probably talk about college. I did have a couple questions about that. Here's the clip segment right now. Okay, lock in. I need one pro and one con of both of your schools, and you have to start it off with, "My name's Zach. I go to University of Washington." Boom, pro con.
Okay.
Think about it. I have mine. Grant Thornton University, Tennessee. Our pro for our school is the athletics, all right? And Ryan might beg to differ, but we do have good athletics. I'm not going to say the best athletics. What is that? Oh, we have good athletics.
OSU.
Don't focus on the playoff game, okay? But we have good athletics at Tennessee. Very well rounded. Basketball is number one in the country. Football made not a playoff run, but they made it to the playoffs. And then, of course, you have all your other sports. Volleyball did okay. Soccer, baseball won the Natty. So, pro of Tennessee, good athletics. The con of Tennessee, not a good rush process. Okay, so for anyone that's trying to rush at the University of Tennessee, it's very hard. It's very cutthroat, and I did not rock with it. And even the majority of students aren't in Greek life, which actually plays to your favor. But if you're trying to rush at the University of Tennessee, know that it's really hard, and it will be hard to get into parties if you are not a brother. Okay, so if you're not in a fraternity, it will be hard to go out besides the bars. That's my con. Take it away, Zach.
Zach, University of Washington. Say pro for our school would be, in some sense, our Greek life. It's a little bit more laid back than other schools, which I like. But that kind of ties into my negative. The social life at UW is kind of weird. A lot of the norms are pretty socially dead. So it's kind of like Greek life, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, everything's kind of tight knit, which I like. Um, and it makes game days fun, especially like college
Yeah.
football games. A lot of fun. Our senior live out house is in this alley where probably about 1,000 kids go every game day.
That's crazy.
So it usually gets packed. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I enjoy that.
So a lot of people know each other. Is what you're trying like is very
Yeah, like the Greek life is very tight knit between houses for the most part.
You should talk about the idea of like sistering another house or having a what was it twinning people having
Yeah.
sisters the whole family thing. I don't really get that, so you should tell them what that means.
So UW's Greek life is small. I don't know the amount of like percentage for the school, but I would say each house has a sister house. I'm in Pi Caps. Our sister house is Kappa.
Okay.
So we do a lot with them. We're all pretty close with a lot of the girls in the house. Um, and then in terms of twinning people in your fams, you have your like big brother or your
Yep.
big.
That's big night. That's a big
Yeah, big
part
little
of it.
night's pretty big night. It's pretty
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, so you have your big, and then he has fams. So you have your whole fam lineage. I'm in presidential, so there's four of us. You get biological twins, which are passed down to you, and then you can
Okay.
also twin people in other houses, and then you run fams.
How do you get a biological twin? Because your big brother
Your
had a
big-
twin.
Your G big has a twin. Passing down
Yeah.
that fam.
Okay.
So I've got two biological fams, one in Kappa Delta and then one in Tri Delts. Yeah, and then for the other ones, I have to twin people. So I'll probably have to twin a couple other houses if I want. You just choose like a girl you're close with or friends with.
Okay. So all your twins are girls,
Yeah.
and then what have you can pick a twin from houses that already exist are twinned or no?
Yeah, you if you have a twin in a house, you can twin another person, but it's better just to twin one person in one house, I think.
Okay. But if like let's say your big brother has a twin in Tridelt, you can also twin in Tridelt, correct? Like it doesn't matter what house it is, it just
Yeah.
has to be someone you're close with.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what house.
Okay.
You're not like you don't have to stick to certain houses.
Okay,
You can be
okay.
any house.
Yeah, I don't really I mean that's cool because you meet a lot of new people that way.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you start involving the sororities, that makes it really easy to get to know the girls too, but
Yeah.
that's not something I had heard of before. So,
Yeah, you can do twin fams, then you can make like, friend group fams.
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like your twin might have her friend group and then they involve her friend group with your boys, so then
Mhm.
that must be it sounds like it's an easy way to connect, so
Yeah.
that's good. Ryan, take it away.
Brian Lowe, go to University of Texas at Austin. Pro, I'd probably say like the social life, like the work hard, play hard kind of aspect. Like we're great academically and socially. Like socially, there's so many kids at the school. Austin's like a very lively city. There's so much to do, and our sports teams are probably one of the best in the nation.
No, for sure.
Couldn't name a better program. Um, I mean, yeah, there's so much to do there. We're about to win a national championship. That's gonna be awesome. Um, the con though, I think kind of ties into having so many students at our school. It's hard to like, I mean, our class sizes right now are huge,
Yeah.
especially for like the intro classes. So it's hard to like get like a close relationship with your professor and stuff like that. And then with so many students, registration is also hell.
Yeah,
Like it's almost impossible to get all the classes that you want. So
true.
that's probably my con.
Does that happen with you for registration?
Yeah, it's been pretty smooth, other than a few classes, but I've heard some bad stories from other kids. So
Do you have the classes that you want as of now?
yeah, I got all my classes luckily. So you just need to load up on credits because they go by
Yes.
how far you are into
Yes.
your degree. That's
Yes.
when you can. If you're farther in, you can sign up first. But
Right.
there's so many kids there, like classes fill up really fast. So
And you have how far were you in the registration pool? Like how
I was the last day.
last day, but you probably weren't the last time slot.
I was the first time slot of the last day.
Okay.
So there were still some classes.
That's still late though.
It's
So
pretty
there's
late.
time slots per day.
Yeah,
Oh, that's weird.
it's awful.
How did yours work?
We just have like opens up at 6 a.m. and it's a free for all.
Really?
For everyone?
So if you're on your
Oh.
For depends on like your amount of credits you have.
Oh,
Okay,
like
yeah,
it-
yeah.
It's like freshman through senior standing.
Yeah.
And then there's certain days where it's like if your parents are veterans or certain.
Yeah, you get
qualifications,
priority
you
as
get
well.
Priority.
wait, so it opens up at the same time for everyone that is in the same standing.
Yeah, it's in the same standing class.
So they do have time slots. It's just dependent. It's just
No,
different.
time slot just 6 a.m. for
just
everyone.
6 a.m. everyone.
Literally everyone in the school.
Well, everyone in that
That day.
standing.
Okay.
There's not time slots throughout the day.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. They do it
Mine's
by
like-
days.
Yeah, mine's time slots throughout the day.
Yes,
So like
same here.
I knew people who had the same registration day as me, but mine was at 8:30. So it was like first registration
Yeah.
slot of the day, and then
Yeah.
next group would be at like 10, and then 11:30 and stuff like that. So
Yeah. You want to, well, we're all at big schools. How many are at yours, Zach?
I want to say 32 undergrad and then 42.
Total? Yeah, I think you're bigger than us total then. Everyone's over 30,000 students here.
What?
Easily.
near 50.
Are you actually at
Aren't you
50?
guys like 52?
No
Yeah, something
way.
like that, yeah.
Oh, I
There's
thought y'all
things
were
like
around
that.
40, bro.
It's massive there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, my registration was actually really bad. I was the second to last slot of all the slots, like last day at noon. And I had a stats class that I tried to get into. All of them were full before I even tried to get into them. And then I was like went to the stats department and I was like, "Hey, listen, I need this class." Like some people were getting like they didn't have space for the classes that they need to take. Like if you need that class to be on track to graduate, like what do? You know what I mean? So I went and tried to get into the class, and he showed me, bro. Like, I'm sure all of your schools have this. So he showed me this spreadsheet of all of the open seats, like all of the open seats possible. And even though that every class was full, there were still like 7 seats per class that were technically still open. That would be like maximum capacity. Like if all of the seats are full, that's maximum capacity. But what they show on the registration is just their like preferred capacity. So then I was like, "Yo, can you?" He was like, "I can try and put you on this list, but again, like if you aren't a senior, you're probably like you have the lowest standing priority on this list." So I wasn't able to get into like half the shit that I needed. And part of that was none of my credits came in on time. So I sent my transcript from the summer, I sent it, right? Never came in. So I didn't have to them, it looked like I had like 12 credits when in reality I had like 21. So they like mess it up. I had the second to last time slot and then it worked out at the end. But like, wow, it took me 2 or 3 hours to register
Mhm.
because I was running around campus trying to get like classes.
Oh, you were going like in
I
person.
literally had to go to the stats department in person, the English department in person.
Dang.
So if you can, like, if someone's watching this and you haven't registered, like, or if you're gonna go into your freshman year, try and get priority standing by like, I know some people. Charlie's on the women's basketball team. He's the practice squad women's basketball team, so he gets priority.
Yeah, you
I
find
think
some dumb ways to do it.
I know
I
someone on
bet
like
I bet some fraternity standing would get you priorities. Maybe no, nothing.
They hate
I know someone on the basketball team's marching band, so they
Wait,
get
what?
priority.
The basketball team's marching band,
Or not marching band, just the band.
the band that shows up to the games.
Yeah,
Those kids are something else.
they're actually cool at our school.
Are they?
Everyone enjoys the Longhorn band. Like on our Yik Yak, everyone's like crushing on them. They all love them.
But it's one thing to enjoy them. It's another thing to observe.
Nah,
them.
they seem cool, bro.
Okay.
They
that's
look like
good.
they have fun.
They do have fun. The kids at Tennessee also have fun. Which, by the way, I like how you prefaced that you were University of Texas Austin. Just,
I'll just stay in the full name.
but you know what? I will admit it. Now that we've lost our playoff game, you are the UT for until the next year.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
it's yeah.
I appreciate that.
So I'll preface as U10 now. Is that how you would like me to say
Yeah,
it?
U10. I mean, we play basketball. We play each other in basketball in
Would that
year
like
11.
like I would love to take it back from you if that's if we can agree on that.
We can agree on that.
Okay, so whoever wins that game,
I think we're gonna have a crazy upset.
Why don't you just say Knoxville?
like what UT
You just say
Knoxville
Yeah.
or UTK? Yeah,
UTK.
yeah. U10 just sounds stupid.
It
That
does.
sounds terrible.
U10,
Bro.
bro.
Okay, yeah, but that's. I'm glad that we got the pros and cons out of the way. Zach, are you allowed to talk about pledgeship or not?
A little bit.
What can you say?
I don't know. Ask away.
I just want to hear your one of the let's just say the most memorable part of pledgeship for you. What was the best? What was good about pledgeship, or what was bad? Because Ryan and I obviously rushed, but we didn't end up.
I'd say pledging is a bit more of a time commitment than I expected.
Yes,
I
you have no
expecting
time.
it to take as much time as it did, but it definitely brings you a lot closer to people than you would expect.
Yes, but is that because of the bad shit, or is that because of the stuff like
Our
that
pledging
actually?
is pretty easy. Like there wasn't really any hazing behind it,
Okay,
so
that's good. A
it
lot
was
of houses
better
are not like that.
putting this together.
Yeah, that's what I heard about the pie cap at U10 was that the pie cap at U10 is very good. They don't do as much hazing. I remember they did, I just heard it, but they did one thing where they just had everyone go around. I think you did something similar, but they went around, everyone said like basically the hardest thing that had happened in their life, and they said, and that was like they were telling everybody in the room. I think that brings you closer together. That's what pledgeship should look like. I don't think it should look like purposefully, putting cigarette burns and what's it called, branding kids. I don't feel like that really brings you closer together, but I could be wrong.
You don't want a brand mark on you.
No, or like, no, I don't.
Or
If
like,
it was
what are you
small,
bro thinking about?
no, I mean, if it's like very small,
Seems like he debated that for a second.
Listen, bro. Ox Wars. You know what it's about. If you lose the Ox Wars, you get
Oh
branded.
yeah.
I would,
Ask Frank.
I would get. How about us three just get a brand?
I'm good.
You're straight.
You got it, bro.
What if it was really small?
Depends on what the brand is.
What type? I don't even know what that means. What type
What
of
you're
brands do
branded
people
on.
do? Can you pick the design?
Yeah.
What if we did like a? I don't know. I don't know what brand design would work. Okay, well that. Would you ever get a tattoo? Similar question.
I think
Maybe.
You think you
it's
will?
got to be like really meaningful though. It's gotta have like it's not can't just be something
Like Roman numerals type shit.
Nah.
Okay,
Nah.
what?
I don't
What?
know. It's something that
You haven't thought
I
about
don't.
this?
I haven't thought enough about it, but if I could think of something that was actually meaningful, like I think I would get
Would you
one.
get like your mom's birthday or something? I know a
Uh,
lot of people involve their family with it, you know?
I don't think I would get my mom's birthday at the moment,
Okay.
but who knows? We'll
Maybe
see.
like a flower. Some people like to do their um the country's flower. Who wants to get a flower? I know someone that wants like the state flower or the flower that represents a country. They want to get that as a tattoo. But you don't know, you have no idea.
I have no idea.
Okay.
There's
Zach,
a lot of thinking.
would you get a tattoo?
Maybe. Be small if so.
Have you
Yeah.
thought about it?
A little bit.
What are you thinking?
Maybe do something like under my chest, kind of my ribs.
Okay.
Although that's like the most painful spot. I'd do something small there maybe.
Is that the most painful spot?
It's like one of the most painful spots you could get.
Really? Yeah, anything with like basically if you're getting on a bone, right?
Mhm.
Like your back's bad too, right?
Like
Forget-
on your spine, that hurts a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like also bro, back tattoo, like a spine tattoo, that is not a good look, bro.
Yeah.
Respectfully. But all right, we can move on. Let's see what else I had here. I kind of
So I have one
forgot.
more piece. I think you should get a career ender tattoo.
A what?
Get neck tats.
A neck
Get a
tat?
career ender.
Oh yeah.
Get
Oh,
some on your fists.
bro, do you think Jared McCain has a tattoo?
Oh no.
Do I think Jared McCain has a
Yeah.
tattoo? Nah. I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I'll copy it.
You'll
Or
copy?
no, what I was trying to say yesterday was if I got Jared to sign my arm, I would do
Yeah.
what people do where you like
You gotta get
preserve it, you don't wash it off, and you have someone
I don't
tattoo
think I'd
it.
ever get a celebrity's name or anything
Would
tatted
you
on
do
me.
Jace McCain's?
Jace McCain.
Jason McCain is a celebrity in my eyes, so yeah, I would. Shout out Jason McCain.
Be cool though.
Ryan, if Jace McCain were to watch this clip, like how would we get him to watch this clip right now?
How would we
Look
get him to
look
watch
look
this?
at Jace and tell him something.
Jace. What happens at the end of this podcast is shocking. So stay till the end.
That is not a good way to. That's not it. That's not going to
clickbait.
get him hooked.
It's clickbait. You should know
Bro,
about
Jace is
clickbait,
not going to
bro.
get clickbaited, bro.
I don't know, man.
Okay, so what should I title this podcast?
Um,
Do you think I need to do more clickbait? Is that what this...
Jace McCain. This is for you.
Jace
Jace
McCain
McCain.
comes on Granted.
yeah, he'll be really confused on that.
Yeah, or Jared McCain would probably do well too.
Yeah. Oh, Jared McCain.
Jared and Jace hop on Granted, and then just a black screen so they can't see the thumbnail, and then they have to click on it.
I like that.
You like that?
That'll get
Or
a lot of-
Photoshop it type shit.
Photoshop.
You Photoshop them sitting there.
Or you just replace us.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I wonder if AI could do that.
Probably.
That'd be insane. You know what? If I never get Jason Jared on the pod, I'll just have AI create a fake episode for me just to like satisfy
Okay.
that want to have them. That would be legendary though, dude.
That would.
Or maybe it will.
It will happen. It'll happen.
Okay.
No need for AI.
No need for AI. We'll make it happen real timing. Okay. So do you have actual pledship stories for us, or do you want me to move on? We'll move on.
Ask away.
No, you already said ask away, and then I asked you, and you can't
I'd
say.
say there's just a bunch of funny stories that have happened this
I think you should. I mean, I already had that question. Tell us the funniest story that you have. Ryan, think about yours. Like best memory or the funniest story that you have from the first semester. There's a lot,
There's
huh?
a lot of good ones.
Pick any of them or all of them.
I'll go with like the quickest one. It's also really fun. Usually these we have these like huge Gatorade jugs that we use for parties, or like our mixer or PC parties. And there's this recipe that's just essentially it's just like a fruit punch, like infused fruit punch.
Yeah.
It was one of my buddy's turns to make the recipe,
Okay.
and he asked me, he's like, should I put a little bit more vodka in this time so the girls are over us? And
Okay.
then I find him an hour later, and he's the only one that blacked out and he's pissed all over the floor.
Oh my god.
Wait, was he this? He pissed on the weight. This was in the weight room.
This
Oh,
is
that was a
not the
different
weight
time.
room. This is a different.
Wow.
The weight room was another one. That was bad.
Tell that story.
Let's see.
That was a longer one, but I don't. We have time.
Yeah, it was after one of the sororities grab a date things. So they'll do like a grab a date party
Yeah.
and host it at some sort of venue. We come back from it, and my buddy, he was already having a little fun for the night.
Yeah.
He got put to bed early, and then we were about to walk the girls home. It's probably like 12:30,
Okay.
not incredibly late.
Oh yeah.
But he comes flying out of his room, slams into the wall, and then takes like a step back up to kind of like regain and balance himself.
Yeah.
And then takes a few steps forward, opens the door handles of the gym, and then flies into the gym. And I'm thinking, like, our gym has two entrances. It is one like through the basement hallway, and then another one to go upstairs to the main floor.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking he's going up to the main floor, but I like follow him to check because I know he's hammered. And I see him sitting on the lap pull-around machine. I ask him, like, yo, are you okay? And he goes, I was like, you gonna work out? And he goes, uh-huh. And then I'm like, okay, well, at least he's like talking to me.
Sort of.
And then I close the door, and I'm like, and then I said like something to my friends there. And then my buddy Will opens up the door, and he's filming this. And then he like tells me to like kind of peek through, so he's 6'5", so I can like peek under his shoulder if I like crouch down a little bit. And we see my buddy pissing in the weight room floor.
Oh, that's so bad, bro.
There's a very funny video of it too.
Did he have to clean that up?
No, another kid stepped up to do it. Thank God.
Well, that's
we all owe him for that.
What do you even like? He just mopped the floor or what? How do you even clean that up?
We mopped it, put a bunch of like sanitizing spray on it, dried it out, then like did that a couple times.
Holy crap, bro.
Yeah.
He was in that bad of shape. He was like completely gone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a bad one. I mean, that's a good dad story
Really
for
good
sure.
story.
Okay, Ryan.
Oh no, yeah, you go first.
All right. It's always in the dorm, bro. But my buddy had a Gatorade bottle, and we were walking side by side next to each other, and he was like, he was spraying on the floor, and I was like, do not spray me with that shit, or it will it's up, bro. And he did it on purpose. He sprayed it right on my shoe, and I got pissed off. So I was like, you started a war basically, and we live right across from each other, me and this kid. So what I did was I had like a big bottle of water, and he came outside my room, and I dumped the whole bottle of water on his head. So then what he did in response to that was he got this big old Happy Dad bucket, and he filled it up. He filled it up, and then I had my bottle of water, and we were both in the hallway, and somehow, I managed to get the Happy Dad bucket all over him again. So like at this point, I'm like actually killing this kid. Like I know something bad's gonna happen. So after that happened, he chased me, but my strategy was always to go a floor up. So I ran up to floor 3 and then back around, and then came back down to floor 2, which is where we're at. So I'm around the corner of floor 2, and I'm just making sure he's not there. Because at this point, we've just attracted the whole hallway from this. Like, we're just throwing water everywhere. So I've managed to get back into my room, and I locked the door. I'm like, all right, I'm chilling. Like, we're not going out of the room the rest of the night. Well, he takes the Happy Dad bucket, and he's like, if you don't come out of the room, I will pour this shit under your door right now. So I was prepared for it. I was like, okay, if you pour the shit under my door, I'm prepared. I put a towel under the door crack, okay? But he pours the bucket of water anyways, and the water comes through the towel and like basically reaches almost the middle of the room. Keep in mind my roommate is in here and he's not fucking with this at all. So the water's in our room. I'm like, fuck, like the towel didn't work. So then he's like, I'm gonna like do it again if you don't come out and handle this shit. So I see the towel, a wet towel, no better weapon than a wet towel. So I come out of the room. I looked through the people. I said, take 3 steps to the left just to make sure he wouldn't pour it down the door again. And I come out with the wet towel, and it's him versus me, big old bucket of water versus the wet towel. And I didn't want to hit him with it. Like, I didn't want to hit him with the towel, but he came at me with the bucket of water, and I like slashed him across the back with the wet towel, and it left a massive ass mark. But then, you know, me, I can't fight, so I drop the towel and I run again. So then I run back upstairs to floor 3, and at this point I'm in just boxers because if I get wet, I don't want any of my clothes to get wet. So I was just in my underwear. I run back up to floor 3. I sprint down the hallway of floor 3, and then back down to 2, and I come up with this absolutely genius play. I'm gonna lock myself in the study room because now my roommate's not involved. It's just iso ball, you know what I'm saying? And he can't get into the study room without a keys, which he doesn't have. So I lock myself in the study room. It's game over, and then an RA comes up, and he's like, what? We got a noise complaint over here. What's going on? And I'm in my fucking underwear, and I'm like, bro, we were just having a water war, bro. And he was like, I've never seen this shit in my life. Who's the other kid? So I told him which room my friend was in, which was low key a bitch move, but I told him which room he was in. He doesn't come out of the room, and then that was it. But I won. And then the same kid who I was in the war with was like, you better be ready for tomorrow. And I didn't want to continue the war, so I wrote him a treaty letter, and I got him a bag of his favorite chips, and that was it. And that was the war.
Wow.
Yeah. But like some shit like that happens a lot in our dorm.
So you lost.
I won easily. Except for the part where he
But
poured
you,
the
like,
bucket
Put
under
up-
the
you
door.
put up the white flag.
You.
I
threw the
did.
white
I threw the white flag up because I did not want that shit to go into the next day at all. Because then you have to keep your guard up, bro. Like, this is not.
So I think
I'm
you
not trying
lost,
to.
bro.
Imagine I'm walking to my math class 8 a.m. and just boom, big old bucket of water comes over my head. That was the last thing that I wanted. So I ended it.
Just gotta watch out.
Stay vigilant.
I won, but I lost. Like, I prevented more damage from going down.
You lost. It's cool though.
But I did leave a mark on his back.
Ooh.
It was bad. I mean, have you been hit with a wet towel before?
Yes.
It hurts
It hurts.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't. After that, I kind of felt bad as well. I was like, this has gone too far. So I ended it.
Alright.
You're up. You
I
could
don't
also
know.
talk about your
Exactly what
intramural
I suppose. Oh, intramurals. All right.
and explain why throw the gram out there, but also explain why you're called what you're called.
So, our co-ed basketball team, we're called the Seaside Bakers, because you know about Seaside Bakery? There's this place
Maybe.
where all the Asians go, all the ABGs and all the ABBs. It's called
Wait, all the what?
ABBs and ABBs, Asian baby boys, Asian baby girls. They meet at this place called Seaside Bakery. So, we decided to call our team, because we're all Asian, the Seaside Bakers, because we cook up the bread. I don't know, we just thought it was a cool name.
I think it's a good name.
So, I mean, there's nothing crazy. We went 1-2.
Yeah.
Didn't make the
3 games.
playoffs. Only 3 games, because you
Kinda
have to win
crazy.
2 games to make the playoffs. Broke my thumb, second game.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's still a little swollen. The
That's
right
crazy.
Yeah, see that?
hand. But we went 0-2 first 2 games, and then had a broken thumb, but decided to play the next game with my left hand, and we won. So that was pretty cool. We have an Instagram called UT Seaside Bakers if you want to follow. Keeps you updated on all UT Seaside Bakers sports. Keeps you updated.
All the content.
All the content. whatever you want. Yeah, but there's nothing crazy to it, I guess.
Didn't you drop like 30? What
I
was
did.
that
I
with the thumb or
averaged
without?
huh? I don't remember exactly. First card game, I dropped like 27,
That's
and then
yeah.
next game it was like down to like 20 something. It was in like the mid high 20s
Was the
averaging.
comp good?
They were all right.
Because I would expect five on five to be.
Men's was a lot worse. There were some really good players. Like the first team that we
Oh,
played, like they were like doing windmills, 360s.
holy shit.
So we had no shot in the men's league, but it's okay. Just we'll get better.
Wait, so you played in the men's league and the co-ed? So
Yeah.
then what's your overall record? Plus
Uh,
men's.
one in five.
Hell yeah. Intramural demon.
It's for the stat padding. We just stat pad out
It's
there.
true.
But
You need to start logging your stats in the
I'm gonna write it down.
IM page. No, because then they show
page.
that too. Or you could do a graphic with like just you and
The
then it
box
says
score.
22 points, 8 rebounds, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to give you ideas right now.
We need a stat keeper though. It's hard to keep track of your stats when you're playing.
I got you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'll be like the virtual stat keeper. Just put me on FaceTime and I'll just start.
I'll put you like mid court. I'll put you against the scoreboard.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll start talking shit.
I got a good story. So I ref intramural basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Also. It's a playoff game that I get assigned to. And then I see one of the team names that I'm reffing. It says Texas Mavericks, right?
Mhm.
And then I realize, oh my God, my roommate is a Texas Maverick.
Yeah.
And he's on the IM team. So I'm reffing the first round playoff game for my roommate.
Yeah.
Right. So I text him and he like offers to pay me and stuff. I'm gonna just do my job. But then, it's hard to not be biased,
Yeah.
Totally didn't rig it. Final foul count might have been like 2 to like 12,
Bro, what?
but that's okay.
For who? The Mavericks or
The
other
Mavericks
team?
had 2 fouls. They might have caught on because
Oh my god.
the whole Mavericks team was calling me by my first name. They were making jokes the whole game. It's crazy because the game went into overtime, and the Mavericks won by like 3 points. So couldn't have done it without me.
Yeah, bro.
But
Bro.
after the game, the other team was pressed. I mean, rightfully so. I don't think I made it too obvious, but like, I just let them play a lot.
Yeah.
And once the buzzer went off, I went to go get the ball from one of the players. He dropped the ball and rolled it all the way to a different court.
Holy.
So then we all made him go get the ball and give it back. And then they like spent like an hour just yelling at me and the other ref, because the other ref also knew players on the Mavericks.
Mhm.
So might have been a little unfair.
Bro, 2 to 12 is bad.
But they just yelled at us for about a solid 40 minutes until our supervisor came, and he's like, because the players were like, "Oh my God, what's your name? I'm gonna report you. I'm gonna report you and your partner." And then my supervisor comes up. He's like, "It's fine. I'll give you my name. My name's Chuma. Y'all can go the fuck home." And he's like, "Maybe y'all should be better at basketball and not lose the fucking game." And then they all just like they started pressing our supervisor, and he's like, "If y'all think our refs were ass, maybe you guys should come ref next year." And they're like, "All right, bet I'll come ref next year." So we got new workers, and we got we got them sent home, and I got paid for an extra hour because I just got yelled at for an hour. So that was probably one of the funniest experiences that I've had.
That is bad.
Yeah.
Did you call majority of the fouls?
No, I called I called mostly nothing. I like didn't call anything for both
So was
sides.
the other ref that.
The other ref was the one that really rigged it.
I wouldn't say he necessarily rigged it, because
What do you mean?
the losing team actually fouled more, but we let a lot more stuff slide for the Mavericks than the other team.
Yes.
But he blew the whistle more. I just like tried to let them play. Would call one every now and
Yeah,
then.
because I don't see you actually rigging a game like that. You know?
It's not that you can't rig a game like that. It has to be like an obvious foul that you can call, or like something like that can be close to being called a foul for you to like even try and rig it. So
Yeah.
They
Okay,
actually had it was actually like justified foul calls.
were the
More
kids?
missed calls than bad calls.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Were the kids that lost, were they not chill at all, or was it like rightfully so they were yelling at you for 40 minutes? That's a long time.
They were pressed.
40 minutes, bro?
It was not that deep. It was a intramural B League playoff game. So like they
Not
didn't
even
play
like
enough to make the main bracket. So this is like the consolation bracket. And they were pressed, so
what type of kids are we dealing with here? Are they like they're trying way too hard and they care way too much, or are they
they
pissed
care
off because
they care way too much. They
okay.
were just like even the whole game they were just like yelling at yelling at us like we're actual refs. Like this is like game 7 of the NBA finals.
Yeah.
But like we're students too. We're just trying to get paid. It's a B League game. It's not that deep.
What was the what were they saying for 40 minutes? What were they yelling at you? Like what were they saying to you?
They're like, how come that dude knows your name? Like how come you guys were making jokes? I'm like, I can know people and still ref a game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I might have knew them and that might have taken
Played a role,
advantage, but like um they were just saying a whole lot of nothing. They kept saying the same stuff and then like the other ref like he wouldn't he was like trying to like he wouldn't let any of that slide like they were yelling at him like he was defending himself. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just come up and like press us like that. So he was kind of like arguing back too.
Yeah.
I was kind of there. I don't really talk back like that, so
You were just
I was just
listening.
saying stuff every now and then. And then like people that were watching the game came in and started
That's
arguing with the
true.
losing team too. It was so funny. Everyone
the
just
losing team
jumped
or
in.
for the losing team.
Like they were defending us, the refs.
I like that.
So like it was just really funny because they were like really they were so mad. It was funny. I don't even know.
Did did the team that you helped win go further on to the tournament?
They lost in the finals.
Mm.
But
If only you had them as a ref.
if only I was a
only
ref,
you
I
were a
don't know
ref,
what would have
bro.
happened, bro.
No, they would have won is what would have happened.
I texted my roommate after. I'm like, "You're welcome, Patrick Mahomes." Felt like reffing Patrick Mahomes, bro.
That is actually insane. That is a good story though.
Yeah.
And the fact that they got that pressed over it is
Oh my
crazy
god, it was
work.
crazy.
Okay, so let's talk about staying in touch with people. That's not an easy thing to do in college. I'm curious how many people you stay in touch with over the course of the semester. Either one of you can take that.
Um, Obviously I stay in touch with you too. There's like I'd say about like 4 other friends I stay like really close with.
Yeah.
Other friends I'd like reach out to every now and then, I guess. Like
Mhm.
it's not easy. It takes
No.
a lot of time because you're always busy. The other person's always gonna be busy too. So it's hard to like find a time when you guys both have time to talk.
Yeah.
Or like you can text, but like it'll take a long time for the other person to reply or something like that.
Yeah.
But like just reaching out every now and then, it's like it's good to hear from them every now and then, and like like once you come back and hang out with them, it's gonna act like it's gonna be like nothing changed.
Yeah,
But
that's the good part about all that.
there's some other people you're just like, all right, well, there's not much else I can do. Like we probably just grew apart, and there's nothing wrong with that. So
Yeah, that's how
say
it
like
goes.
6, 7 people I stay like
That's-
close with.
That's good though.
Yeah,
That's still a lot of work to
Yeah.
stay in touch with 6 or 7
it's
people
it's
every week.
hard, but like it's still good to hear from them. Like it's good to hold on to those friendships.
Yeah, I agree. Zach, how many people did you stay in touch with?
I don't know the exact number.
Was it
Because-
a good amount or was it?
It's kind of depending how you look at it. I tried like talking to as many people as I could, but if they didn't make like the effort to try and like reciprocate that, then I kind of just gave up.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, when you come back, it's just like you kind of pick things up again and you just hang out with them.
Yeah, it is not. I think it's easier for dudes for sure, because I think girls lose the friendships easier if you're not communicating. As for us, like we just come back and it's all the same, like you said. But I agree, Zach. It definitely is dependent on how much effort the other person makes. But I also I know you were probably really busy, especially during pledgeship. It must have been almost impossible to keep in touch with people. Is that
Yeah, it
accurate?
wasn't easy.
Yeah.
And I tried making a point like once a week to talk to everyone,
Yeah.
something like that.
Would you just talk, like, what was the main time slot where y'all would talk to people?
I
Mine
think
was,
like nighttime on like school nights where you're not as busy, you're not going out. Like
that's
those are
valid.
the easiest days.
What about in between classes? Did you have a big gap of time or no?
I did, but it's hard to align it with other people's schedules.
Yeah.
So I mean, like we
Especially,
both had like 8 a.m., so we'd call in the morning.
yeah,
That kind of fell off, but
that did fall off.
it's not easy,
No.
obviously. So, but I think that's like nighttime on like school nights is when people are most available.
That's valid. And the time zones, dude. Like,
Time zones are.
Zach is 2 hours
Yeah.
behind. Are you Central Time, Ryan?
I'm Central Time.
Yeah, well, okay, so he's an hour behind you.
You're Eastern.
Yeah, so I'm 2 hours, 3 hours
You're
behind
3
Zach.
hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I would do it like after dinner because it would be kind of like a normal time to talk to people for like the time difference. They'd be like just, they'd be just getting ready to go out.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd give me a little bit of time. Or I had a class that ended at like 3:20, and so then it was just like kind of a good time to. Whenever I walk back from that, I usually like call someone and talk to them for
Yeah.
the 15-minute walk back to the house.
No, that's nice. Yeah. I would call people when I'm walking too. That's super easy.
Mhm.
But then, who were you calling that was about to get ready? Were they on
It's
East?
usually people on the East Coast.
Yeah. So that's around 6 for them?
Yeah.
Dang, you're getting ready at 6?
Well, no, I'm saying like when I'm having dinner, like just after dinner.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Because our dinner's always at 5 every day,
Yeah.
which is kind of early, but ends at like 5:35.
You guys have a chef, right?
Mm-hmm.
How's the food been?
Really good.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. I know some chef that was, I think it was, they cooked like chicken like 10 days in a row for some kid I was talking to
No.
recently. I was like, nah, if you're paying for a chef, bro, you better be mixing that shit up, like seriously.
Yeah, we have something different every single day.
How many people are involved in dinner?
It's what it is.
Which is how many guys? Because they're cooking for a lot of people, bro.
Let's see. Pretty much every senior besides one. So that's like 19 to 20 guys there.
Okay.
Juniors is quite a few. That's majority of them. Majority of the sophomores, and then 19 of our 23 guys,
So probably around 80 people.
give or take, maybe a little less, but somewhere around there.
Do you have a massive table for that, or how does
Yeah,
that?
we have a huge dining room.
I bet that's
Circumcision.
one table to see everybody.
No, we have like 2 columns.
Oh, okay.
Or 2 rows.
Okay. But so then, is the chef cooking all day for that? Like, how do you even do that?
He doesn't do it all day, but he's
How do you cook for 80 people? That would take forever.
not really.
He's not the only chef, right?
He's the only chef.
Oh wow.
That's
Okay.
I
insane.
mean, he has kitchen assistants, but they don't really do that
Yeah,
much.
okay.
They don't like actually cook
Mhm.
anything.
It's like
They
cooking
just
for 80
prep
people
and
would
stuff.
take forever.
Not
bro.
even.
Huh.
He does most of like the cutting and all prep work.
Oh, so I guess they're just like.
But he
serve-
makes it when you make things in bulk, it becomes easier.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true. Yeah, it's kind of like a
You can do
hotel
everything.
situation or a
Yeah.
dining hall. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do everything at once.
But it's still good though. Normally, if you cook in bulk, it's not great. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
you know how hotel eggs are, bro? Hotel eggs are the worst thing ever. That is probably the worst food ever that you can eat. Besides,
Yeah.
I don't know, besides some nasty stuff, hotel eggs will never be, never be
Quality
worse.
food.
They have some of that at our dining halls on occasion.
Oh, we did too. Yeah.
Obviously, the
Ours
hotel
aren't
eggs.
hotel level bad, but
No,
they're rough.
the
still.
hotel eggs be like liquidy, bro.
Yeah, it's like gooey.
It's a pool of yellow water, bro. It's terrible. But
I
that
really
is-
wonder how they do it too. Like, how do you get?
I know it's hard to mess up scrambled eggs, bro.
yeah, but they're not scrambling. I don't
They're
actually.
not scrambled.
They're labeled scrambled eggs.
They're labeled
somehow
scrambled
find-
eggs, but they don't even be scrambling
I
them.
know.
They-
Yeah, that sometimes when I'm in the dining hall, I think about that. I'm like, what? How disgusting is the food I'm eating right now if they can make it every single day for however many people are eating it? It's just straight packaged. Everything's packaged. It has to be, you know. but it's kind of nasty, bro. If you think about it, you just gotta eat it.
Gosh,
If you're hungry enough, it tastes good.
yes,
Feel me?
exactly.
Exactly. All right. Well, that is all I have. You guys have anything else?
No?
So going back to the prime thing, you should try looking into Monster.
Monster Ambassador.
Monster.
I've never
I
once
know-
had a Monster drink though.
I know, or our house has two guys that are ambassadors for Monster, and we get free supply drops every month.
Dude, that's
I know,
sick.
we
What do
We
they?
get a ton of stuff.
What do
I know
they
a
send them?
beatbox ambassador.
Yeah. Oh,
What-
what?
A beatbox ambassador.
I need to get put on
Bro.
that.
I would take that too.
It's funny.
Well, maybe if you become an ambassador, then you can like put me on, and
I'm
we
not
can.
trying to become an ambassador.
Wait, no, you just said you were
Yeah,
trying.
you get paid.
I said I know a beatbox
Oh,
ambassador.
for real?
Yeah.
Is it the kid that had 150K on TikTok?
No, no. It's this girl. She's like a senior.
Okay,
Yeah.
that would be sick though. Was it hard for them to get the
No.
what they had? Do you know what they had to do?
No, they said it's pretty easy.
Okay.
It's a little tedious, but it's just because you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But it's like super easy work.
All right, bet. The other thing too, I don't think I told either of you this. Our Fiji house has a Red Bull sponsor because like one of the kid, like I think the president is a crazy, like he's a crazy esports kid, right? So he has the Red Bull sponsor from his gaming, and so when we were rushing, they had like massive barrels of Red Bull for all of the P&Ms. It was actually insane. But yeah, some kids have some crazy sponsors.
Our aerospace engineering department is sponsored by Red Bull. Like the students are trying to make like a rocket, and like
The Red Bull
Red Bull
Rocket?
sponsors
Hell
them.
yeah.
So they have like unlimited supply of Red Bull, and all they have to do is like stick a Red Bull logo on that rocket.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Dang. I
So,
mean,
like,
those aerospace kids need
I
it.
have a
bro.
friend who just like always brings a backpack full of Red Bull. Like who wants?
Yeah,
a
those
Red Bull?
aerospace kids need it.
They need that
Russian
shit.
stuff,
Oh, yeah.
bro.
Oh, they up all night. I am thankful for that, bro. Thank the Lord for business majors, bro. That shit's so easy, man. Some of the aerospace kids or I have a kid in my hall who's an astrophysics major, I think. Bro, I mean, it just gets out of hand. They're going till 2 or 3 in the morning. You know what Carter said, 2 or 3 in the morning every
Mhm.
day.
Yeah.
So they need that Red Bull sponsor. But with that being said, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Granted. Glad to have the guys back. Zach's first episode. That being said, we're Audi 5000. Peace out.